up, guys? It is your favorite entrepreneur here, Sierra Nicole, and I am back with another video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Hit that notification bell. My channel is for you if you are into entrepreneurship, content creation, being a full-time content creator, building up business credit, building wealth, building a business and an empire for you and your family. So before we dive into today's video, I want you guys to check out some of the links down below in the description box. I have some awesome resources for you when it comes to building up your brand, your business, and your business credit. All right, guys, so today I want to talk about leaving your 9-to-5. Yes, leaving your 9-to-5, being your own boss, firing your boss, and working for yourself. So I have actually been a full-time content creator, full-time entrepreneur since the very end of, you can say, I guess, the beginning of 2019. Okay, so it's been like 3 years now, if I can do math correctly, because I actually left my job. The last time I worked a 9-to-5 was like September of 2018, and I have not been back since. And so I want to talk about leaving your job, what it takes to leave your job, some things that you should plan for, and a little bit about my own experiences with doing so. So a little bit about me and when I left my job. So like I said, I left my job, it was around September of 2018. At that time, I was pregnant. I was like 8 months pregnant with my daughter. And I had a high-risk pregnancy. My managers knew that I had a high-risk pregnancy. I was leaving often for appointments and things like that, so they were totally aware. Obviously, you know I was pregnant, can't really hide that when you're 8 months pregnant. So I was an admin at this big corporate company. I'm not gonna say the name, but one day when I was working, it was probably like the middle of the day, I had this like panic attack. I've never had something like this happen to me before. I couldn't breathe. I felt like I was having contractions. I wasn't really sure what was going on because I had never been pregnant before. I've never really had contractions before. I knew I was high risk, and so I was already on edge anytime I felt something weird, right? And so I was having this like panic attack. I couldn't breathe. I was crying. They took me outside, they brought the medics down from the office and everything. And once everything finally calmed down, I was fine. I was like, you know what? I'm not feeling good. I need to, go home. I need to go to the doctor. My manager, she was a woman. My manager actually told me that, I'm sorry, like, I really can't have you leave because I need you to cover the rest of the front desk. Like, there's no one to cover the front desk. And I was just like amazed. I didn't really know how to feel in that moment, but I was like in shock. I'm like, I'm not feeling well and you want me to stay? I'm sitting here 8 months, almost 9 months pregnant, right? So I actually ended up walking out and I never returned, never worked a 9-to-5 again. Later that night, I actually went to the hospital and I ended up almost going into labor. I didn't go into labor that night, thankfully, but I was put on bed rest from then until I actually had my daughter. So I was so grateful that I actually left. But that just goes to show you the experiences that many women, and I'm sure that there are some of you out there that can relate to my story. Many women, especially pregnant women, how we're treated in corporate America. And so being able to leave my job was huge. And like I said, I've never worked a 9-to-5, never worked for anybody else ever again. So I wanted to share my experience a little bit and share with you some things that you can do if you are in a similar position, and some things to look at and really take a realistic look at it, because it's really easy to just go and tell people, hey, go quit your 9-to-5, go be your own boss, but nobody really tells you the real about full-time entrepreneurship. So that's what this video is about. So yes, being a full-time entrepreneur for me is amazing. I know that's not for everyone, but I love it. I love being a content creator. I can literally wear sweatshirts. If I want to dress up some days, I can wear whatever I want, wake up whenever I want, have my own schedule, things like that. But I do want to be realistic about what full-time entrepreneurship looks like and how to transition in that from your 9-to-5, because it is not easy. Now, like I said before, it's really easy for me or anyone else to just go online and say, hey, go quit your job right now. You shouldn't be working for anybody but yourself, right? It's easy, but everyone's situation is different. Me, when I quit my job, I was able to do so because of the fact that my fiance had another stream of income coming in. So it's not like I was just quitting my job and we had no money, right? So he was able to support us while I was able to quit and be on bed rest and things like that. So everyone's situation is different. So I never want to discourage anybody from taking a leap of faith, because I've taken many leaps of faith. even at times when I probably maybe should not have, or it wasn't the best timing, but I still did it. And always ended up landing on my feet, no matter anything that, I had to go through things, of course, but I always landed on my feet. So I never want to discourage anybody from taking a leap of faith if that's what you really feel, but don't be afraid to plan. You don't always have to just wake up one day and decide to quit your job like me, okay? You don't always have to do that. You don't always have to just walk out of your job and never come back. Now, if you are able to, start saving money, okay? Start saving money up for your bills. Look at your bills and your expenses right now and say, okay, how much money do I need to be able to maintain my lifestyle right now? And when I say maintain your lifestyle, I don't just mean, okay, how much is rent, how much is your car note, phone bill, things like that. Your entire lifestyle, because of course, sacrifice is always going to be needed, but at least for me, the goal is to not necessarily lower my means of living, but increase my income. So how much money do you need to keep living the life that you're living right now? And then how much you're gonna need to live the life that you wanna live? Look at those numbers. Start saving up some money, right? Start saving up money so that you can, once you do quit your job, you can still continue living your life for a few months before, because sometimes it's gonna take some time for your business to really pick up and start building that revenue. Now, another thing that you need to be doing is while you're working your 9 to 5, it's okay to be working your business as like a side hustle, right? So on the weekends, at nights, it's gonna take some sacrifice. It's definitely gonna take some time. You're gonna be tired some days. Some days you're not gonna wanna do the extra work, but if this is what you really want, you need to do it. So do the work. Start building up your brand. Start posting content on social media. Start building up your clientele. Start building up your business while you're still working your 9 to 5. And you can use the money that you're making to fuel that beginning stage of your business, because in the beginning, when you haven't made money, there are things that you're gonna need that cost money to get you started. So use your 9 to 5 to fuel that business, that side hustle, that brand, whatever you wanna call it. Another component that I wanna dive into is that it's okay to learn things from your current 9 to 5 and take that and put it in your business. Now, I was working in the staffing industry, so I learned a lot about hiring, about firing people, about resumes, about learning how to build a system, how to manage employees, things like that. So I was able to take that knowledge and implement that into my businesses. So whatever industry, no matter what industry that you're in, there's always something that you can take and learn, okay? I also learned how I do not want to treat my employees, okay, because of the experiences that I've had with managers. So anything that you are experiencing at your job, you can take that and use that in your business. So having a 9 to 5 is not always a terrible thing, especially if you are brand new to business. Pay attention to the systems that you're using, the systems that are put in place for employees. Pay attention to that stuff because you never know when you can use it. So definitely it's never, it's not always a bad thing to have a 9 to 5 as long as you are being strategic. Now, there is never going to be a perfect time to quit your job or to start working for yourself. Honestly, there's never going to be a perfect time. There's never going to be a time where you are 100% prepared, but that's just it. And sometimes you have to take that leap. And if you're able to, like I said, save up a little money so that you can still live, right, while you're building up that brand and business, but start building up that brand now. You can post content on the weekends. You can film content, at night when you're done working, things like that. You want to start building up that now, but it's okay to take that leap of faith. And like I said, you're not going to be 100% ready. That just doesn't exist, because entrepreneurship, that transition from a 9 to 5 to entrepreneurship, that's a whole nother beast in itself. And I actually struggled with that because I was so used to having a structured schedule. Someone telling me when I had to be at work, when to take my lunch break, what to do during the day. So when I was first transitioning into full-time entrepreneurship, I was like, well, what do I do? Right? I wasn't working necessarily as hard as I should have or could have because I didn't have that structure, and I didn't realize I needed to create that structure for myself. So that transition can be very bumpy sometimes. It's a real struggle that a lot of people go through when you have a little bit of that freedom, right? A little bit of that freedom, but then you have to learn how to structure your day, structure your business, right? Because it's not just a side hustle anymore. This is your business, right? And you want to treat it seriously and take it seriously. So that's one thing that you definitely want to be aware of. write down your goals. Write down where you want to be in 6 months. Write down where you want to be in 12 months, okay? And hang them up somewhere that you can see them every single day. That is going to help you on those days where you are not motivated, because trust me, there are going to be days where you are not motivated, okay? Where you don't want to do anything. When you wake up in the morning, you should be able to see those goals that you have and let that put a little fire behind you on those days where you might need a little bit of an extra boost in order to really get the things done that you need to. So it's okay to struggle. Just know that the journey is not easy, but it's not impossible, and you can absolutely do it, okay? If I can do it, you can absolutely do it. So that's just a little trick that I use to kind of help motivate myself sometimes, because like I said, everybody gets unmotivated sometimes. It's just life, we're human, right? But you can do things to kind of light that fire under you so that you can still reach your goals and still be successful. All right, guys, so that is all that I had for you in this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe, hit that like, drop me down some comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. Are you in the process of leaving your 9-to-5, or do you want to quit your 9-to-5? Tell me about it down below in the comments. And make sure you guys check the links down below. I have my 3-day boot camp coming up that's going to be teaching you how to build a brand and a business at the same time. That's how I did it, and so I'm about to teach you guys how to do the same thing, so you can leave that 9-to-5 just like I did, so you can start making money on your own, have your own social media brand, have your own businesses, and all that good stuff. All right, so the link down below is in the description box. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video.